Okay, welcome in everybody to the Thursday edition of the live training. Hope everyone's had a good week so far. We're almost to the end of the week. Let's see. As you're coming in here, if the new folks, the new people, new to Dubb, maybe on a free trial, maybe just got on a paid plan, but you're new to Dubb, if you can put a one in the chat, that's always helpful. One and your industry, if you don't mind. That just helps in terms of seeing who's new in here and who's returning. If you are returning, if you can put a two in the chat, if you're returning where you've had Dubb for a while and you've been using the platform, and that's great. So a two in the chat would be great if you've had Dubb for a while and are returning. And if you are new, please put a one in the chat if this is your first time into the live training, or if you are just new to the platform. You know, you just got going, you're checking things out, whether it's on a free trial or whether you've just gone on a paid plan and you're looking to kind of do some things. That would be really helpful. Okay, great. Let's see. Anita, you put a one and a two. Okay, cool. You're kind of like a 1.5. And then Jose, thanks for putting the two. Appreciate that. Let's see. Anita, let me come over to you since you're kind of like the 1 point. If you want to say hello, I see you've got three things in here. Anita, can you hear me okay? Let's see.
Yes, now I can hear you.
How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
So you're like a 1.5. You're like between a one and a two.
Correct.
Cool. So talk to me a little bit about what you're kind of thinking about using it for. Have you tried to send any videos out yet, or how's it going?
No, I haven't tried to send any out. Been way too busy, but I did get a chance to go on a one-on-one and we went through the program. So now just trying to get into the flow to see how it works. But what I'd like to do with it is I'm looking to white label it to use for a multi-level marketing project that I'm working with,
Yep.
where that I bill it out as a platform for a landing page and how-to videos.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. You mean Dub or just like what you do for your business?
Dubb.
Okay. Yeah, the white label aspect for Dub is a little harder only just because of our the customer service we provide on our side. That's the
Mm-hmm.
hard part about a complete white label. So I wouldn't say that's possible in terms of a white label, but you can, have your services that you offer, and then within that, you have your Dub partner link, which we do a 30% recurring com, and you could have that within the things that you share within your business that you've kind of built and the service that you're kind of offering as a package. So that's an option. I'm not sure if that would work for you.
Yeah, I think that's what we kind of talked about. But now I've just got to get on because I know I've got to do the videos.
I know. Well, see, the thing is, we've found over the years that when people make these videos, um, none of them have to be perfect. Like none of them. Like, it's just literally about you and your personality and having a good hook. We talk about this all the time, and I'm going to talk about it when the
Mhm.
training starts in a bit. But it's really just about that. It's not about having some big, crazy, convoluted message. It's really just about getting right to the heart of the matter, which I think a lot of people, when they're scrolling on social media or in sales now in general, want to find a way to get right to what that question is or that statement for that group that you're reaching out to.
Mhm.
Yeah. So brevity is always the best too. Brevity and right to the point. Um,
Yeah. So
who,
let
who
me ask you a question then.
yeah.
Because the MLMIM is a membership, like a club,
Hmm.
but we use an arbitrage bot to trade XRP. So what would be a good hook?
Mm. See, the thing that we always recommend, and we do this ourselves, we do this on our side, and this is something that I always mention in the training here is that if you have a chat GPT, do you use chat or do you use Grok or do you use Claude or do you have an AI that you use?
Yes, I do. I use chat, the new one that has Grok embedded in it, I guess.
Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Mhm.
any AI, and this is, for everybody listening here when we talk about this, it's really just about asking the AI, like what you just told me for information, whatever industry you're in, here are the, the people that I'm reaching out to. Here's the industry. Here's my ICP, my ideal client profile. Here's what I want them to do. You said it's a membership service. So you want them to, probably what, meet with you first and then join, or would it be direct join?
I would like for them to direct join, but I think they need to have an informational video first.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So if they have that, so it's really just telling the AI, look, they're going to have an informational video. It's going to have, a place to take an action, right? So I think that's like really important. So once you tell the AI that, you just explain it like you just did to me, but you need more detail. So explain that, how you're reaching out. Are you reaching out on LinkedIn? Are you reaching out on email? Is it an email list of people taking an action and filled out a form? Are they warm? Are they cold? So when you have that information, and then say, tell the AI, I need a hook. I need a hook. Make it
Mm-hmm.
3 to 5 words, super short because subject lines 3 to 5 words works pretty good. A style of video recording I'm going to show in a second, 3 to 5 words works really well as well. But once you have that hook that it's given you, say, give me a list of 20 or 30 of these things, and then you
Mm-hmm.
can go through them, see the ones you like, make the adjustment wittier, more punchy, whatever you want to adjust. Then, once you have the hook, then you can decide what kind of video you want to record. Whether it's sitting in front of the computer screen, the stuff we're going to cover right now.
Okay.
But you need to tell the AI, say, this is, we do this on our side. I mean, we do it. We just always like to give it a human adjustment, because a lot of the times when you give the AI and you tell them everything, it might give you back some generic ones. You're like, okay, listen, okay, yeah, I know you're warming up a little bit. Okay, you're warmed up now. Okay, now give me some other ones. So it takes a little bit of iteration in terms of like going through them to see the ones that you do like. Um, are most of the folks cold that you have, Anita, or are they warm?
It's kind of a mix. So I would say lukewarm.
Yeah, but do you have any cold in there, or is it all just that lukewarm?
It's kind of lukewarm because the target market we're doing is like on X and TikTok, and
Mm.
we're targeting by hashtags the XRP community.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess that's kind of, yeah, Luke, definitely Lukish. Yeah, so you got to include all that as far as that holistic hook that you're going to have. And then it's really just about your video being short to the point, having them take an action. That's the next thing. You can offer below the video some kind of guide, some kind of thing of value. That's always cool, a piece of advice. We'll talk more about that in a little bit, but I think that's kind of the lay of the land on that. Start there. You have to start there before you record anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Anita, good to meet you. And we have Ina here as well from our team, everybody. So if you have any questions in the chat, feel free to put them in there. Hey, Ina.
Hey, Ina.
Hey.
And Ina knows all. So ask Ina. It's like the little orb that glows. Ina the orb. Thanks, Ina. All right, so let me jump in here and let's get moving on a couple things here. All right, let's see. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Let me share my screen. Okay, everybody on mute. Everyone's on mute, right? Okay, here we go. Good. All right, let me share now, and here we go. Okay. The hook that we just talked about, that I was just talking about. AI, use your AI, use whatever you need to do that. The biggest key with this thing is you want to use the AI that's most comfortable for you. You can use chat, you can use Rock, any of those ones we talked about. You can even use Auto, which sits right here in the Dubb dashboard. Chat with Auto. Auto is really good for any information on Dubb. It's also really great for the hook that we just talked about. Describe your ICP. Everything we just said. Get your hook. The reason we say make it 3 to 5 words, 3 to 6 words, is because when you do that, sorry, hold on one second. Let me just switch something here. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So the reason we say 3 to 5 words here is because if you look at this example right here of this video, right? See how it says, what's your hook on the little whiteboard there that I have? 3 to 5 words fits pretty good right there. 3 to 5 words fits really good in an email subject line in terms of what they're first seeing. So that's kind of the target point, 3 to 5, 3 to 6 words. Get your hook. Once you have your hook, then you can decide what kind of video you want to record. This one right here was recorded with the basic webcam recorder inside of the platform of Dubb. And I got the Dubb mobile app on my phone, and there's a whiteboard feature where you can actually type. So that's the little combination that you're seeing right here. The movement of it, this repeating motion that you're seeing, this 3 second repeated GIF, that happens every time you hit record and you send it out to someone. So when you hit record, the first 3 seconds is going to repeat. You can change that inside of the platform if you want to, but that's the expected behavior. So when you send someone a dub video, whatever you're doing for the first 3 seconds, that's what they're going to see when they receive it. Now, from this webcam, you also can record something that looks just like this. So right down here, you can see that you can do a virtual background behind you. So if you are not holding up that whiteboard with that hook, you can put a virtual background behind you, which can give a hook, context. In this case, it's someone's profile, could be a website you're sharing, could be an article you want to share, could be a screenshot of an action someone took. It could be a property if you're in real estate. You can do the same kind of effect with have something behind you. And you can also do a combination of both of these things. So I could have Sarah's profile behind me there, but I could also have the hook slash question slash statement right there as well. Same thing with properties. If you're in real estate, you can have a real estate property behind you someone's interested in. Why not have a fun fact about the property, or have the property address right there, or the price, or whatever you wanted to have on there that was interesting to that person. So you can do one or the other, one of those, one behind, or a combination of both. This is one of the most straightforward ways you can communicate right from your webcam, just like this. Now, you also can do screen recordings. So, something that looks like this, browser-based screen recorders, anything website-based. This was done by the Dubb Chrome extension, which is right up here in the browser. This little Dubb symbol that you see right up here at the top. It's a three-step process to pin it up there and can record anything in the browser, put yourself in a bubble, be on top of the page, and explain something to someone. Now, as you can see right here, it's a market update. I got the little arrows pointing towards the bubble, but notice again, I'm holding up that whiteboard because I want that additional hook message that we talked about. If I didn't have that in there and I'm waving and I'm pointing, okay, that works, but why not have that additional message that you really want? Now, I can also do this reaching out on LinkedIn that I'll show in a little bit when I show this. You can also show any site you want, as long as you're within the browser, walk someone through something. Now, we have another screen recorder called the Dubb desktop app. The desktop app is not trapped in the browser. It can go on top of anything. So whether it's a Canvas slide, video, document, whatever it is, it's like a little drone that flies over the top. So you just Google Dubb desktop app, download it for Mac or PC. You also can crop in and push in on a site that you pull up as well. As you can see, I did that right here. So when I show the two screen recorders in a bit back to back, Chrome and desktop, you'll see similarities and differences between the two. But the main difference is one's browser based, one flies over the top of everything. We also have the mobile app. So the mobile app has the ability to drop a virtual background behind you, like you see right here. You can drop some text on the screen, just like this. You also can do the hook, like we talked about. Get your hook, put it above your head, below your head, spin it around, different colors, different fonts. Just put it wherever you'd like it. It's the same idea you did with the webcam when you were holding up the whiteboard. Same thing here. You just type it on the screen. You also have the ability to do picture in picture. So this uses both cameras on the Dubb mobile app, and it's pretty much tailor-made for real estate folks. If you're doing a property walkthrough, show what's in front of you, be right on the screen at the same time. If you're not in real estate and you're sitting in front of your computer and you're like, you know what, I'm going to pull up that website, all the stuff we just talked about, the virtual background behind you, you could pull up a website on your computer, grab your phone, and just physically lean in, hit record, and you're showing what's on your screen with you being on there as well. Just a kind of different visual way to do it. If you're at a live event, you could do the same thing. Record the crowd, record the people you're meeting, say hello to everyone. Do that as a social post, send it out to your list of contacts. If you're with a client, you can do a video testimonial while you're together. You could have the client sit across from you, record either with a selfie stick or hold it. You could record them. That puts you in the corner like this, and you could ask the questions and have a conversation back and forth. So it's kind of a cool little visual thing you can do. Now, whatever style you choose, when they do get this video and they click on it, it's about their experience right here on this page. Now, this is called a preset in Dubb terms. It's a customized landing page. So it's going to have your logo right over here to the left. It's going to have the initial video in the middle that you've recorded. And it's going to have playlist videos right down here. They're going to play right after the video that you've made. The playlist videos are cool because they provide more information, but it also gives you the opportunity to record one video, one time, basically your pitch video. Why should someone go with you? Make it a minute, minute and a half, and it will play right after the initial video that you've created. If you have video testimonials, this is a really good spot to have them as well. If you don't, we'll show you a little way to get those in a bit. But these initial videos, like I mentioned before, they should really be about that hook. So, and I wouldn't make them long, minute, minute or less, 30, 40 seconds is probably the sweet spot. Get right into what you want to say, offer the value, and then tell them to take an action below, which would be this. Below the videos here are your call to action buttons, your CTAs. Do you want them to book a time in your calendar? Do you want them to visit your website? Do you want them to email you back? Do you want them to download a document, a listing agreement, a contract, a guide? Do you want them to fill out a form? Do you want a link to an external form? Do you want them to check out your case study? Do you want them to leave your review? What would you like them to do? If you have multiples, I would go in order of importance from left to right. If you want to get video testimonials, this is kind of a cool way to get them. So this little button down here called reply with video, you can send someone a video to one of your clients, have the button below it, and it would say, "Hey, Ina, this is Rob. Listen, thank you so much for using Dubb. Would love to get a video testimonial from you." Guess what? It's not complicated. You don't have to do anything nuts. All you have to do is just click that button below and send me a video right back. You don't even have to download anything. And then you just ask the questions you want to ask. They send the video back to you. And then all you have to do is you get a little notification inside of Dubb, you have a video reply. And then you make that video part of your playlist right here on the side. And that kind of completes the experience in terms of what they're supposed to really take in to want to take a next action. Now, over here to the right, this is what completes the page over here. This is your AI assistant. We call this SIA, your Sales Interactive Assistant. And SIA is really good because when someone lands on your page, if they do have questions in real time, they can get them answered right over here. They can ask the AI a question. You can have your FAQs. So when the AI does give the answer, it's going to want to keep the momentum going. So it gives the answer, but then says, "Hey, are you ready to book a time with Rob?" Or whatever you wanted that next step to be, that's what it wants you to do. Now, the AI can be educated inside of the Dubb platform with a PDF you can upload, or you can add in individual website pages that the AI will learn what's in text on those pages. You can do one or the other or both, and then the AI will be equipped to answer the questions and move everything along. Now, these pages in general, these preset landing pages that you see right here, if you have splits in your audience, which every audience pretty much does, you want to have a separate preset landing pages for those different parts of your audience. In real estate, buyers, sellers, FSBOs, expireds, residential, commercial, if you have any of those splits, have different preset landing pages that speak just to those folks. Same thing with recruiting, employers, candidates, financial, mortgage, coaching, consulting, insurance. All those different segments have different folks that you're kind of reaching out to with different messaging. So when you get on a paid plan with Dubb, one of the first things we do is an optimization setup within Zoom, where the team will meet you in there, help you set up the logo, the pages, the buttons, everything that you need, so you can start sending these videos out right to that portion of your audience. And all of this is tracked. So you'll know, did they open the email? Did they watch these videos? If they did, what's the watch percentage? Did they view the page just by itself? Did they click on the buttons? Did they interact with the AI? All of it helps you follow up in the best way you possibly can because you have that proper information. Now, as far as recording these, how do we take these different things and record them like I just showed you? So this webcam one, if we start with this one right here, here's how you would record it. You get inside here inside the Dubb dashboard and you click that red button right up here at the top called Create Video. That's going to open up your webcam just like this. Now, if you want to use the virtual background here, all you do is go below this here, select virtual background. You have a bunch of stock choices, but I would go to your photos. And this is where you're going to upload in this area any screenshots that you have that I mentioned earlier. This creates a little library for you to choose from. Choose the one that you want, put it behind you, and there you go. Just make sure you have a good ring light in front of you or natural light or a combination of both. If you do speak with your hands, I would keep them within your shoulder range so they don't go out here into the mess. And then if you want to use a combination of both the whiteboard and the virtual background on the whiteboard by itself, here's how you do that. So get rid of the virtual background on the bottom just by clicking that button. That gets rid of it. And to get the whiteboard that you saw earlier, get the Dubb mobile app on your phone. So it's Dubb app, Dubbapp. And when you do have it, this is where this button would be. So here's the mobile app. You can see it right here. And then right up here at the top, that little square button, that is where you're going to type. So when you tap that there, that's where you type the message. So you type your hook in here, type it, turn it, just like this. And then you can use the virtual background at the same time just by clicking the button below like we did before. And you can do both or one or the other. Totally up to you. Now, every recording option in Dubb has a teleprompter option. So if you want to use a teleprompter when you're sitting here, you can access it right up here at the top. So when you click here, notice at the top it says create new script. You have to have a script saved into Dubb first before you can use the teleprompter. So if you don't already have one saved, which I can scroll in here and find, then you want to click create new script, drop the script in there, save it, and then it will show up here. You also can search for a script by title of the script like this, and then it will open up here. From a physical perspective, I would say about arm's length away is pretty good. Let the words flow up into your eye line. Reading the script beforehand is always a good idea because you don't want to let the words surprise you. But this, if you haven't done this before, it just takes a little bit of practice. It will make you so efficient when you're delivering these videos. If they're, videos where you have exact language, this really, really helps. Now, as far as the functionality here of the teleprompter, you have the speed right here, up or down. You can hit the play button, see if you like it. If you feel like you're rushing, you probably are. And then back the text off or zoom it in. You also can click the pencil icon right here to the right. So if you want to make any real-time changes in here, you absolutely can do that. And then to put all this together, here's what it would look like. I'm going to pull my hook up here. I'm going to hit the record button right in the middle, and here we go. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. I can pause right down here at the bottom. Stop the recording, stops the teleprompter. If I want to resume, just tap it. Now you keep reading the teleprompter and you keep going. If you want to delete the video, just tap that red X. It'll always ask you, are you sure you want to do this? And if you want to save this into the Dubb platform, just tap that X right here. I mean, not the X, sorry. Don't tap the X. Tap the check mark right over here, and that'll save it into the platform. And if you want to close the teleprompter, just tap this button right here, and that'll close it. Okay, I'm going to hit the check mark. Let's save this into Dubb. Now, when I save this here, it's going to take us to the video edit page inside of the platform. And this is where you can do some cool stuff. Now, anytime you save a video in here, it's gonna take you to this page. So when we're in here, we can change the title right up here at the top. So if I click the pencil icon up here, I can change the title of the video internally. Just make sure you select the check mark when you're done. Over here to the right, there's a little box with an arrow. This is going to be a preview button. So if I click this button here, it's going to open a new tab and we can actually see what this video looks like on our preset landing page so we can preview it. So I click this here. There's my video. There's my playlist. There's my AI. There's my buttons. Awesome. Everything looks great. Now, if I want to change that preset background, I can go right to this drop down right here and notice how it says Rob's preset right here at the top. That's because every Dubb account has a default preset. Because whenever you record a video, the video has to have a place to land on, to live on. So I have one that's a default. So whenever I record a video, it's going to be that landing page that you just saw. Unless I change it to a different preset landing page that we already have created, and that's one click of a button. All I have to do is click it here, and it changes everything about the background. If you want to download the MP4 version of any video that you save into Dubb, you can do that right here. If you want to have a QR code for every Dubb video, that's possible. Just click that button there, download it, and you have that QR code. QR code's great for obviously in real estate. You're doing open houses. Just have that right on the counter. Someone could you record a pre-recorded video. It says, "Hey, thanks for coming to the open house. If you want to see similar properties, just click below." If you're doing any kind of physical mail marketing in real estate or any other industry, you have door hanger stuff, stuff in the mail. Have a nice video that says, "Hey, thanks for taking me out of your mail stack." Something fun like on that lines of things. If you are in person at an event, you could pre-record a video that says, "Hey, it was nice meeting you at the event. Click below to stay in touch." So when you meet someone, they're able to scan that QR code and keep in touch with you. So you have that available. Now, also, you can upload this directly to your YouTube channel right from here if you have a YouTube channel. And down here, you have some information. So this tab, this analytics tab right here, we have an AI coach called Kyra. So when you record these videos, if you want some immediate feedback, just click generate. It'll give you delivery analysis. It'll give you content feedback, visual feedback, everything you need to make those kind of quick little choices right away, and you don't have to wait for anything else. You have activity right over here. So I mentioned before, you can really drill down when you send these videos out on what people did. Do I want to know more about email clicks, watches, page views, button clicks? All of that's available right here. We also have a details tab right here. And this details tab is just designed to remind you what's on your preset landing page that you have here. These are your buttons below your video. This is your AI assistant. These are the playlist videos that will play right after the video you've created. I can add or delete any of this stuff right here if I want to right now. Now, if I sent this video out to someone already, I already emailed it or texted it, it's gone, it's out the door, but I wanted to make those changes, I just forgot to do it. I can still make these adjustments now, even though I already sent it and it will refresh on the other side for that person. Every Dubb video you also can edit. So if I click the editing tab here, I can hit the play button. Hi, this is Rob. I can drag my timeline to whatever part of the video I want to cut out. Let's just say I want to cut this part out right here. Here's my first cut point. I bring it there. I hit the scissor icon up here at the top, splits the clips into two pieces. I'm going to play it or drag it to my second cut point right here, scissors. And now I have three pieces. Whatever is highlighted in orange, I'm going to hit the trash can and it's gone. If I want to bring it back, just click undo, 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 and you're right back to where you started. We also have a design tab right here, and this is what I mentioned at the beginning. When you record a dub video, the first 3 seconds is your preview that someone would see. But you can change that right here, where if you drag your timeline to a part of the video that you like better visually, you can drag it there, click generate thumbnail, and that'll be the preview. Or you can upload your own thumbnail if you'd like to do that. Okay, so we recorded a video. We have it on a preset landing page. Now, how would we share it? So we open up a compose, and there's some best practices here for an email. You always want to have the word video in the subject line, the very first thing that they read, so have video right there. Then you want to drop your hook in that we talked about earlier. Then you just want a little bit of text in terms of why they should watch the video. And then when you drop it in here, you can drop it in a couple ways. One is inside the Dubb platform. There is a big blue share and send button. You can't miss it right over here to the right. Click that right there. Drop the email in terms of the person you're sending it to. You even can add a little personalization text if you want to. Copy for email. And then it's just a copy and paste. You drop it in, just like this. Now, there is a shortcut for Gmail and for Outlook 365. Because we have the Dubb Chrome extension screen recorder that we're going to look at in a second, right up here at the top, because we have that, the shortcut button shows up in Gmail right down here at the bottom, that little Dubb button. In Outlook 365, it's in add-ins. But when you select this button inside the email here, I could record a video just like this right inside of here right now, or I can scroll through my video library down to the bottom right and find the video that I want to share. So it's just a little shortcut. Takes you right in here. You can pop it right in and you're able to send it. So you can either do it within the platform or with the shortcut if you have Gmail or Outlook 365. Now, in terms of screen recording, Chrome extension that we just mentioned, how would we record something that looks like this? Any browser-based thing we want to record, get the Dubb Chrome extension, Google it, three-step process to pin it up here at the top in the browser, any website you want to be on top of. We're going to use LinkedIn as an example. Here's what this would look like. So we're going to click the Chrome button at the top, and it's going to put me right on the page, just like this. So we want to think about our webcam just creatively in terms of size, shape, and placement. So size-wise, you can grab the edge just like this, pull it to the side. How big do you want to go? How small? You can custom size here. You also can choose your shape. So whether it's rectangle, phone shape, square, or circle, you kind of want to match the feel of the page. Ruben's in a circle, I'm going to stay in a circle. And then you also want to think about where do you want to put yourself physically on the page. Just think of a fun spot that works. I'm going to go right next to Ruben, right here. I can zoom myself in for a tighter frame. I can back myself up. I can physically move myself around here. So however you want to kind of position yourself, you have the ability to do that. I can jump to full screen when I want to make a point about something. I can go back to the page. I can turn my camera off right over here to the right. Just tap the camera button, turn it off. You can do an audio walkthrough of a page if you want to. You also can use your headshot if you'd like to do that. But if you are live, it does give you the ability to use a virtual background if you want a virtual background behind here, if you'd like that. You also have the ability to use a teleprompter. This one's a little bit different than the one you just saw with the webcam because this one you can physically move around, and this one you can also grab the sides just like this to manipulate the sides here. You can scroll, you can choose your speed between 1 and 10 like we did before. Hit the play button, see if you like it, back the text off or zoom it in. Now I'm going to physically move this towards the camera up here at the top. The thing to remember about the Chrome extension, just in general, is because it's a browser-based screen recorder, if you are going to use the teleprompter with this, you don't want to go full screen in your browser because it's going to hide the teleprompter tab. You won't be able to physically click on it to bring it forward to use it. So just leave a little bit of space here at the top, hit record, tap it, brings it forward. You also have three orientations to record over here to the right. So if you use camera, that's going to open up like a webcam. If you go tab, that's going to be a recording of just the page that you're on. I won't show any of the tab mess I have at the top. And if you go screen, that's going to get your entire screen. So if you do want to jump around to different tabs, you'll be able to get that whole recording in there. I'm going to use tab for this example. I'm also going to bring in my hook that we talked about before. So I'm going to hit record to the right, start recording, that big blue button. I'm going to choose my tab. There it is. I'm going to click share, and here we go. Hey, Ruben, what's going on? I wanted to reach out to you because I saw that you were in technology and I also saw that you wrote a book. So, tech, author, awesome. I want to have a chat. So, I did this. I was leaning in with the message. I was looking over like this, whatever you want to do. And then when you want to jump to full screen, when you make these browser-based screen recordings, it's awesome because you get to break the visuals, make your point about something, go back to the page. You don't have to do it all the time, but it's just a cool thing to kind of bring the value up of your video. You can do that by hovering over your webcam with your mouse like I'm doing right now. Double click it, double click the screen to go back. You also can hover over here and click this little button right here, jumps you here, jump this button to go right back. Now you also can scroll around and be very free flowing with your recording. If you want to pause, hit the pause button at the bottom. Stop the recording. Take a little break. Get yourself up again, click resume. If you want to use the annotation tool right over here to the left, you can use that for underlining. You can do text on screen if you'd like to. You can put things in numerical order of importance. You can use arrows to point things out. You can draw on the screen, circles, whatever you want. So if you're looking for a really unique way to reach out on LinkedIn, if you're going to share anything browser based where you want to explain something visually, this is a really nice way to do it within the browser. So I'm going to hit the check mark down here at the bottom. And again, this is going to save this video into the Dubb platform, right to the video edit page that we were before. Now, how would we share this video with Ruben, the one we just recorded? So back over here on LinkedIn, I want to make sure that I'm connected with someone first before I share a video on LinkedIn. So be a first connection, send a connector request. Most people connect. And then when you do, just click the message button at the bottom. And then our little Dubb button is going to be inside the messaging center here. Let me just refresh this so it shows inside. We have an integration with LinkedIn. So the little Dubb button that you saw earlier in Gmail, that shows up right here down the bottom in the messaging. So when you select that Dubb button down there, it's going to open up the Chrome that we just used. You scroll through here, you find your video that you want, you click insert, pops it right in. You can change the text right here, then you click send. And then even though these aren't showing as previews right now, they normally do, it will show the animated GIF to the person you're sending it to, which is what you really want. Now, the other screen recorder we're going to look at right now is the Dubb desktop app. So Google Dubb desktop app, download it for Mac or PC. And the desktop app is cool because it flies over the top of everything like I mentioned in the beginning. It's not beholden to the browser. So it has some other cool functions. So we're going to look at that right now so you can see the difference between Chrome that you just saw and desktop app. So once you have the desktop app, just click the little D symbol up here at the top on a Mac, down at the bottom on a PC. You can see the little options you have here for choices to what you can do. You also can click the View Quick menu right here, and it pops it up right here on the screen. I'm going to hit Record Screen, and let's look at the similarities and differences here. So similarities to the Chrome is the bubble. Does all the same stuff that we just looked at. Same thing for the annotation tool. You can do all the same annotations. Same thing for the teleprompter in terms of being able to physically move this around, but it's a little bit different here though, because when you select a script, you're going to notice that down over here, it says auto track. So auto track is voice recognition. So if I wanted to hit record and read that script, it would go at the pace at which I'm reading it. Now, if you don't want to use auto track and you like auto scroll like the two previous examples, just tap that closed and now you can control the speed between 1 and 10, just like we did before. So auto track or auto scroll. Now, the other big thing is how you record. So there's this little square down here at the bottom that has a red slash through it right down here. What that means is if I was going to hit record, it would get my entire computer screen. If I get rid of this red slash just by clicking on it, now I have a drop down of choices in terms of the borders of what I'm recording. The first one here is custom, which means I can take this and put it on top of anything that I want. Whatever's within the blue lines will be part of the recording. And custom means that I can crop around anything I would like to crop around. So you can get really specific here, which is pretty cool. You also have the options down here at the bottom to go landscape. So if you want to do the proper orientation for YouTube, you can. You also can go 9 by 16. If you want to record in the proper orientation for social media portrait version, you can do it right from your desktop, put it on top of whatever you want, and then you're able to share it on social media in the right format. Now, the recording itself is also a little different here. So when I hit record here, I'm going to hit the big red button at the bottom. I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown, and now I am recording. I can pause and resume this recording if I'd like to. But the difference is the check mark right here. The check mark, as we just saw previously, when you click that, it saves it into Dubb. Not the case here with the desktop app. So when you select the check mark below, it's going to open up a preview window and say, hey, you've just recorded a clip. So the desktop app is a clip recorder. So we're going to record a couple clips, merge them together into one video, and then we're going to save it into the platform. The reason clip recording is cool is because you can drag and drop videos from your computer if you have an MP4 file version, and you can make them part of the story. Now, what I just recorded here was a screen recording clip. So how would I continue recording? Out one clip, I want to keep going. So down at the bottom left, you have three creative choices, the icons to the bottom left to continue recording. So the one all the way to the left is record screen video. So I'm going to tap that. It's going to bring me right back to where I was. And I could have changed to a different tab, background, whatever I wanted. Click record. And now I'm recording a second clip, just like this. I'm going to hit the check mark again. And there is the second clip right there. And I can physically move these clips in any order that I would like. I don't have to record chronologically. And if I do tap the three dot menu of each individual clip, I can download or delete. So I can keep one I like, get rid of the one that I don't. I can also continue recording down to the bottom left with the webcam icon. So if I select that, it opens up my webcam. And now this one's a little different in terms of a style. I can say, hey, welcome to this video. I'm so glad you guys could join us. Hey, thanks for watching this video. Click below. You know what? I want to talk to you about this one fact right here. Hit the check mark, and it visually looks different than the other ones. The last option to the bottom left is Dubb Narrator. Dubb Narrator gives you the ability to take a pre-recorded video you've already done, put it inside of a bubble, place it on top of anything you want to place it on top of. So if I was, say, on LinkedIn, right, and everybody's message is the same on LinkedIn that I'm reaching out to, I could sit in front of my camera on the webcam, have my script, my teleprompter, deliver my hook and message that I want to deliver. I record that video, I save it into the Dubb platform, it's saved in my video library. Then I just go pull up someone's profile on LinkedIn. I select the narrator button right down here at the bottom. And then I pick my video. Hey, there's my video that I made. And then it puts me right on the page, just like this. I hit record, and now the pre-recorded version of me does the talking. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video. I can scroll around, use annotations, all the stuff that we were just doing, but the pre-recorded version does the work. Now, when I'm done and I'm ready to merge all these clips together into that one video, I can click the upload button down to the bottom right. That will merge them and save them into Dubb. Or I can select the edit button to the bottom right, which will merge the clips together, but give you an editing option right here, very similar to the editor you saw inside the platform. I can do a quick little edit right here before I even save it into Dubb, which gives you the option to do that. And then I can download the MP4 right then if I want to. If it's a longer video and I want to download the MP4, I can do that. And then I can click the upload button and that'll save it into Dubb. Now, the last kind of recording option that we use is for the Dubb mobile app. And that's what I'm going to show you right now. Now, the mobile app is very similar to the desktop app because it records in clips too. It does clip recording, but it also has some other neat stuff on it. So when you get the Dubb mobile app for your, iPhone, whether it's Android, whatever you got, Dubb, D-U-B-B-A-P-P, Dubb app. And when you have it, here's the home area of the mobile app. Here's your videos right here in the middle. We're going to record a video. So we want to tap the blue camera button at the bottom with the camera icon. Tap that there. It's going to open up. And when you are first using the app, it is going to be defaulted for 1 minute. I'm going to slide mine over to 10. That way I don't get cut off. I'm going to hit the record button at the bottom, and now I am recording. You can see a timer here. You can see a timer here. I can pause and resume this recording if I'd like to here. And to end the recording, just tap the circle, and that's going to end it. And there is the clip that I have just recorded. So just like the Dubb mobile app, just like the desktop app that we just saw, clip recording. So this has been automatically downloaded to my phone in my photo video area if I do want it. I'm going to hit record one more time at the bottom. Again, timer is here. There's my second clip. And I can physically move these. I can take my finger, hold one for a second, and slide it. So again, I don't have to record out of order. I also can tap a clip individually. And when I do, I can download, delete, trim, and if I select edit, it gives me the ability to do a number of things here to the clip. I can select music if I'd like to. We have a whole library of music you can choose from. Just make sure you adjust the voice, your voice, and the music so the music doesn't overwhelm you. We also have text options, a little text icon to the right. Tap that there.
Again.
And then this is where you can add that text that we talked about. You can add the hook above, below, different fonts, different colors, place it wherever you'd like to. We also have a voiceover icon, a little microphone there. So if you're doing a property walkthrough in real estate and it's super loud with construction, get the visual you want, sit out in your car, do the voiceover now, or you can do the voiceover at the end. Any place you want to do that, you have the ability to do that. You also can speed up the action of the clip with the little timer icon there. You can speed it all the way up to 10x if you have an action shot that you recorded. And you can do burned in subtitles down to the bottom right on the clip, or you can burn in the subtitles over the whole thing at the end. Now, you're also going to have the option here. Let me reshare this here. You're also going to have the option with icons of the other functionality on the mobile app right here. So, this is what this is going to look like. Right over here to the right, these icons. What do they do right here? Well, if you tap the tooltip at the top, it's going to remind you. This is their functionality. If you tap the tooltip again, it gets rid of it. This is a countdown timer right here. You can do 3 or 10 seconds. 3 seconds is kind of the perfect amount of time. Three, two, one, and here we go. And you're recording. You could do 10 seconds if you wanted to. Probably maybe if you had a wireless mic or something and you're kind of doing a far shot, you could do that if you wanted to be able to do that. Now, this one right here is video stabilization, this button. So if you're doing a walk and talk and it's a little shaky, you can select this button here, do low, medium, or high, and it basically will take it from this to more like that. If you want to use a teleprompter, this button right here. So this is where you can choose your script like we talked about before. There it is. This is your speed between 1 and 10. You can hit the play button, see if you like that speed like that. Now, if your eyes are not staying at the top where they should be, right? They're looking down for the words, increase the speed or move up the guardrails here like this. So your eyes have nothing to look at down here. They stay right there at the top. If you do want to do landscape, just turn your phone this way and the script will adjust just like that, over like this. Now, if you do want to make some editing changes, tap the pencil icon right to the right, make the changes, save it. If you have an iPhone, you can do voice recognition. So you would just select the gear icon here, go to auto track, hit record, and it would be like this. What if your most powerful growth tool was a story from one of your happy clients? And notice how I was highlighting it as I was moving, and that's the option right there with the gear icon, auto track, or auto scroll. To close this, you're going to tap the X to the top right, and that'll close the teleprompter. Now, if you recorded a video outside of the Dubb mobile app and you would like to make it part of this story here, and it's on your phone in your photo video area, go to the folder button here, takes you to your photo video area, find the video you want, as a clip, and you drop it right down in here. If you want to physically record what's on your screen, it's this button here. If you'd like to use filters, this button, tap the filter button and just slide it across. Whatever you want to see here. Different kinds of filters, color gradations, whatever you'd like. If you want to use picture in picture, like I showed in the beginning, this one right here, when you select this here, it's going to record what's in front of you, and you can move yourself around the screen just like this. You can make yourself bigger, smaller if you want to, zoom into your background. You have all those kinds of choices. Now, the last one down here is your virtual background. So this is where you take screenshots on your phone and then click that button here, puts it behind you, record your video. Now, when you're ready to merge all the clips together into one video, select the blue button to the top right. That merges all your clips together like we did with the desktop app. And then you're going to have a finished copy on your phone of
Here we
that
go.
video.
And
And then you're able to upload this into the Dubb platform just by clicking the upload button here. And then it's available everywhere that you're able to share it. Now, you can, with the mobile app, I'll show you this right here, you do have the ability to share with the mobile app. So let me just share this here and I'll show you how. So with the mobile app here, here is the video library right here in the middle, right here. And if I want to share one of these, let's just grab this one right here. If I want to share this, just tap the share button here, click copy for email, copy to the clipboard, paste. Click copy for SMS, copy to the clipboard, paste. You also can tap the icons to the top right of this video. The block icon is for email. The paper airplane icon is for SMS. Now, if you do have a CRM that you really like you have like a HubSpot or a Go High Level, Salesforce, or anything like that, we have a really good list of companies that we have integrations with. So whether they're third-party senders or CRMs like you see right here, we have integrations with them. So if you love your workflows, you can keep them. Just add video to them if you want to do that. We also have a CRM as an option with Dubb. So if you don't have anything, you can use Dubb as a CRM. You can upload your contacts with the CSV file. You can do tasks, deals, tags. You can do bulk sending within Dubb, email and SMS. You also can do automation, which is part of our Pro Plus plan, which Darius teaches. He's our co-founder. So if you want to do drip sequencing, that's available there as too. Between Pro and Pro Plus has that. Now, the AI writer that I mentioned here in the beginning, the AI guide, Otto, right here in the beginning. Otto can answer any Dubb questions that you have. How do I use the Chrome extension? How do I do bulk sending? It can answer all that. It can also answer strategy questions. So if you ask it, hey, what are the best videos to send in recruiting? It'll give you that advice there as well. So really good resource for Otto right here in the middle. If you want to do script writing or any kind of AI writing, one of the best things you can do is go right over here to the right, and there's this little profile icon right here. Notice how it says basic and sales. So let's pretend for a second I'm in real estate and I work with buyers and sellers. So you want to do that split we talked about in the beginning with the different preset landing pages. Whatever industry you're in, you want to do the splits in your audience. So if I'm doing that here and I'm in real estate, I'm going to create a buyer profile and a seller profile. So all you have to do is click create, and you're basically answering the questions here that the AI has about this part of your audience. You even can choose a preferred tone of communication. You can choose the have method writing structure in here if you'd like to. The have method would be baked in terms of opening with a hook, addressing their needs, providing the value, extend a compelling call to action. You don't have to have it on there, but that would be kind of the structure that's baked in if you choose that. Click save. And now when I go in here, say I'm in, I want to reach out to my sellers. I go in here, choose my seller audience, and then the AI is going to remember everything about that part of my audience. And now I can say, hey, Otto, write me a script here that I want to use for a video or write an email script, whatever you want to tell it to do. When it gives you that copy back, Otto will ask you, hey, do you want to save this in Dubb? Yes. And then it saves it into scripts, and then you can load that into a teleprompter. So that's kind of the flow that we've done for years. Get the script done, give it a human pass, save it into Dubb, load it into a teleprompter, and then you're able to record. Now, as far as training, down here to the bottom right, it says training over here. There's a second link right here, this little second one here. If you click this here, it takes you to the Dubb Academy. It's a Dubb library of all the different videos we have based on what you want to accomplish right in here, whether it's using the Chrome extension, desktop app, sending, all of that stuff's available. You also can go to our Dubb support channel on YouTube, which we'll drop that link in the chat. That's where these live trainings go within a couple hours. They're usually, up there on the video section there. If you want to do referrals, down over here to the bottom left, it says referrals. If you click apply now, it's going to create a little referral link for you. And that referral link will give you a 30% recurring commission on anybody that wants to subscribe to Dubb. So when you share that, if you're on a paid plan right now with Dubb, four or five people, five, six people, invite them in here to the live training. You get four or five people to subscribe, you get a free account, and then you can move it beyond that. We have people that do really, really well with it. If you ever have a group of people together that you want us to pitch to, just let us know, and I could always come in and pitch for you if you have a group of people together, and just have your link right there. It works out really well. Now, as far as webinars every week that we do, and if we could drop these in the chat, that would be awesome. Every Tuesday, we have Pro Plus coaching with the founders of Dubb, Ruben and Darius. That's part of our Pro Plus plan. So they have their own curriculum. They have a little form you can fill out called an open mic. It's very in-depth in terms of different strategies that they have. So it's really good, valuable stuff every Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. PST. That would be Pro Plus. So if you're on Pro and you want to upgrade, put upgrade into the chat. We'll give you the best deal we can on that to upgrade you. If you are on the free trial as you're listening to this and you want to upgrade just to Pro or Pro Plus, put upgrade in there. We'll send you the best deal we got. But that's on Tuesdays, every Tuesday, Pro Plus founder coaching. Every Wednesday, we have real estate webinars. So 11:30 a.m. PST, Wednesdays, totally real estate focused. That's in there. Thursdays, 11:30 a.m. PST, that is Dubb Partners. So all the strategy stuff related to selling Dubb directly or indirectly, we have that on Thursdays, and that's again at 11:30 a.m. PST. Okay, so let's jump over here and see what we got. Let's see. Hey, Ina, let's see in the Q&A.
Yeah, we have
Let's see.
questions from Elizabeth.
Yeah, let's see. Elizabeth. There you are, Elizabeth. Hi, Elizabeth. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Hi. Um, let's see. There are so many AIs there. Any recommendation to put a slideshow with transitions as a background while you narrate? Yeah, I mean it's a cool visual that you can do. I mean, any slide deck that you have, if you use the Dubb desktop app and you have yourself in a bubble, you can jump to full screen as a clip talking about something, then go back to the slides. So yeah, if you want to do that, what's kind of the use case?
Because you mentioned there's a big list like ChatGPT, Claude,
Mm,
Pilot. There's so many that you can use, but for example, chat doesn't do like video. It's
mm.
more like for Claude. So do you have any recommendations that you want to do that because you want to narrate something that is that house that you really visited and then you can have it in your background slide, go in the slides and that. So any recommendation to put them together?
You know, what we've done, I mean, we typically use, I know we have the chat account. Gemini we have in there as well. But I think it's really about you can tell the AI to put together a deck. I believe structure wise, right? You could say put together a deck. I think it actually can do that. And then if you
Okay.
provide the assets in there, I think the imaging and things like that, or you could tell it to do it, and see what it comes up with. But if you already have the slide deck, then either way, whether the AI creates it through chat or Gemini, or you already have a slide deck you've created like in Canva or something like that, either way, you would use the Dubb desktop app after you physically have the asset to put yourself on top of it in the bubble and walk your way through it if you wanted to be on camera doing that.
Yes, that's the idea because if I have visited an open house and I have taken pictures or downloaded or something and say, oh,
Mm.
this was a beautiful house that I visited today. It's a luxury, blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
And then have the slides there. That's
Yeah.
that's the best, that's the trend right now.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, you definitely that's the way you would do it. AI, put it together however you want to put it together, have the slide deck, desktop app, be on top of it, and then send it. Yep. And then let's see. The other question you had, Elizabeth, I saw while you were recording a video, if you want to add your name and phone number somewhere, where would that be if you want to add it? So when you're recording a video and on the preset landing page, someone clicks on your video and they land on the page, it's the signature line below the video that you would add that down there, your photo typically, and then your email, your phone number right there.
Yes, because when you do it in Instagram, for example, you have like those flip ones that have your name or pops up your name or something or your phone number. So I just want to know if that's integrated there.
Not as a pop-up. I mean, you could technically at the end, you could well, those are with embeds where you could have the CTA pop up at the end with the message. You know how you do that with the embed on a site?
But at least your name and number or your signature, like you said, it would be great.
Yeah, signature line, unless you have something else there, but I think the signature line would be the best thing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
What some of our users like do multiple clips. Like first clip can be like the introduction video, and then as part of the clips, then maybe there's a transition. Like maybe you can mention in the next one, check out the QR code and my contact details. That's one idea. Or you can refer them below my video. You'll see my contact information. Then yeah, that at least it's in the video landing page. It's constantly in there. They just need to scroll down a little bit if there are like description in the video description part of the landing page. So yeah.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah, and then Elizabeth, I saw you had one more, and then Jennifer, we're going to pop over to you. Elizabeth, you said if you have a video testimonial more than a minute, how did the introductions and then let the video run? Would that be your recommendation? So kind of explain that again, Elizabeth. You're saying it'd be longer than a minute, but what about the intro?
Yeah, because I closed and I asked the testimonial to my client right on the title company. It was a little long, but
Yeah.
you don't want to be you don't want it too long because
Mhm.
people tend not to see that more than a minute or so. So
Yeah.
you would do like clips or could edit it or something.
Yeah, like inside of Dubb, what you can do is just upload the video inside of Dubb, and then there's the editing tab, and then you can get in there and just cut out what you want to cut out, just get that one part. When we usually if we send someone a video for a video testimonial, we try to be pretty specific on what we're asking. Like it's like, hey, what was your feeling about this? You know, and that way, and you could even lead them into like if you had a certain part of a phrase that you wanted, or you wanted to start the sentence for them, and they could just finish it. So it depends on how specific you want to get with them. But if it is a longer answer, then yes, you can upload it into Dubb, trim it just so it's that one part right there.
Okay, your recommendation, like less than a minute,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
basically.
Yeah, or even, if you have multiples, what you can do is if you end up getting a bunch of testimonials together, just get the best parts and then just do a little edit and have them all
Oh,
together. You know what I mean? Yeah,
that's a great idea.
yeah,
Okay, sounds
yeah.
good. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And then let's see, I saw, was it Jennifer? Let me come over to you, Jennifer. Hey, Jennifer, if you can hear me okay, Jennifer Mendoza.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
So you said, can you show where to go to connect our CRM again? What one is your CRM, Jennifer?
I have well, it used to be KB Core, but it's Bold Trail now. I don't know if you integrate with them.
Let me see if we have that on the list. Bold Trail. Let's see. Sounds familiar, but let me see.
Bold Trail is buying out a bunch of software. So,
Wow. They're being bold. There you go.
yes.
So that's funny. Yeah, no, we do. We have Bold Trail.
Awesome.
So for Bold Trail, so let me share my screen. So, let me let's walk through this one a little bit because some of them you can go right into the marketplace and do the whole install thing. But I think with this, let me see. Can you see my screen, Nina? You got it right.
Yeah. Yes.
Let's see, Bold Trail. Here we go. So how would she kind of connect that there for the CRM, Nina?
Oh, yeah. First off, you need to export your contacts from Bold Trail to a CSV file so that we'd have the contacts imported to the Dubb CRM. Yeah, contacts there. And then from here, click the drop down. Yep. And then there's import contacts. Click on that. And then, yeah, import the contacts in there. Choose the file, CSV. We have that template too. Basically, we just need to have like fields or columns for the first name, last name, email address. Then the rest are optional, like the company name, etc. Then you can also add tags to those contacts. Maybe you add where the contacts came from, or if it is buyers or sellers, whichever the list is that you'd want to tag it with. Then the next part is just the mapping, so that the first name goes to first name, to last name, email to email, etc. Oh yeah. And then once you have imported the contacts and you send your videos using the optimize for Bold Trail, that's gonna have the animated GIF preview and the tracking pixels, so that whatever you send in Bold Trail will be tracked, who watched, who clicked, who viewed the video, and all the engagement that is happening to the video that you sent through Bold Trail.
Do you see that right there, the Bold Trail? Um, right there.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to see what oh, there it is.
Okay, so
Um,
I opened up the Chrome. So if you were in Bold Trail, right? Like if
mhm,
I get out of here again, like just pretend this is Bold Trail, not Dubb, right? You
mhm.
could pull your campaign up or whatever you have there, open the Chrome, and then find your video down here, right? Like let's just say it's
Okay,
this one, and then click Advanced Options. And if you're logged in, when you select Optimize for, automatically Bold Trail will pop in like this. See it like that?
perfect. Yep.
And then you would just what is it? URL and then the GIF or like what's the recommended paste in, I think for that.
Yeah, what's gonna be pasted there is the animated GIF with the tracking.
Right.
So when
Great.
the recipient clicked on the play button, you will receive like a notification that someone clicked on the the video, and yeah, it's gonna have you're gonna see that in the activity section of the video.
Wonderful. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Jennifer. And if you want to, and everybody here, if you want to send if you ever want to send a video over to us, it's always feedback@Dubb. So if you want to pretend like we're a prospect or something or whatever, and you just want, some creative questions, whatever, feel free to send them over. We like watching them. So yeah. Okay. Is there anything else in the Q&A? I think that was it, right? Is there anything in the chat? Anybody have any questions? Anything on anybody's mind from today? Um, anybody before we head out on this, what is it? What is today? Thursday? What day is
Thursday.
it? Feels like Friday for some reason. Feels like Friday. Well, Ina, thank you so much for coming in and helping as always. If anybody has any questions, support at Dubb, and we'll see everyone tomorrow. Happy recording, everybody. Thanks for coming in.